The Story of Coppelia. Early morning sunshine sparkled over the village square. Swanilda was out, looking for her fiancé Franz. Above her on a balcony sat a beautiful girl with a book. Swanilda waved at her, but the girl didn't wave back. Coppelia, daughter of old Dr. Coppelius, always ignored everyone. Even when Franz danced up and blew her a friendly kiss. "Too quiet," said Swanilda. As the sun rose higher, the square filled with villagers, all getting ready for a grand festival. To make things extra special, the mayor was giving the village a gleaming new bell. "And I'll give anyone who gets married tomorrow a bag of gold." Swanilda gazed up at Franz. "Do you love me?" she whispered. "Of course," he laughed, whirling her around to join the others in a merry dance. Suddenly, the door of Dr. Coppelius' house banged open, and the doctor dashed out. Hurrying across the square, he bumped into a group of boys. They danced around him, kissing. In the confusion, the doctor dropped his key. Swanilda darted over with a mischievous smile and picked it up. "Tonight I'll find out all about Coppelia." Later that evening, Swanilda and her friend stole into the doctor's house. In the gloom, they saw a row of peculiar figures. Some stood stiffly upright, others sat strangely still. For a moment no one moved. Swanilda took a deep breath, tiptoed over, and touched one. "Oh!" she gasped as, jerkily, it began to dance. Clockwork dolls, the girls laughed and ran about, setting off all of them at once. Toy soldiers clashed swords, a Spanish lady fluttered her fan, and a dancer in a kilt spun on the spot. Behind a curtain, Swanilda found a familiar face. "Coppelia!" she exclaimed. "She's a doll, too!" "What's going on?" thundered a voice. The doctor was home. Quick as a flash, the girls fled, all except Swanilda, who ducked behind the curtain. "What a mess!" sighed the doctor, looking around. Still, at least, they didn't find Coppelia. "Dear Coppelia! If only I could bring her to life." He reached for an old book. This might work," he murmured. Just then, Franz appeared at the window. "Oh, sorry," he said, when he saw the doctor. "I was looking for Coppelia." "She'll be here soon," said the doctor slyly. "Come in and have a drink while you wait." Behind the curtain, Swanilda watched the doctor pour a sweet-smelling drink. Franz took a few mouthfuls. His eyelids dropped. Seconds later, he was deeply asleep. "Oh no, the doctor is using Franz for his spell," thought Swanilda. "But how can I stop him?" Looking at the doll beside her, she had an idea. The doctor bustled around, getting ready. At last, he brought out Coppelia. She seemed so real, he could hardly believe she was just a doll. Carefully, he looked at his book and began to mutter. Coppelia blinked. In stiff, doll-like movements, she stood up and curtsied. "Dance!" cried the doctor. With mechanical grace, Coppelia obeyed. She twirled in a Spanish fan dance. She whirled in a Scottish country dance. She even tried dancing with Franz, but he was too fast asleep to stir. As Coppelia danced, she tore up the book of spells. Then she began to start up the other dolls. The village girls crept back, looking for Swanilda. Soon the workshop was a blur of movement. In the hubbub, Coppelia danced back to Franz, and shook him awake. "Swanhilda," he cried, and it was. She had changed her clothes and taken the doll's place to save her foolish fiancé. "What?" shouted the doctor, and lifted the curtain. Behind it sat a lifeless doll. Swanhilda giggled. "That doll never came to life," she said. "It was just me, pretending." Then she, friends, and friends disappeared into the night. The next day, Swanhilda and friends were married with the other village couples. Everyone received bags of gold coins. As the new bell chimed, they all began to dance. Friends and Swanhilda danced most beautifully of all, stepping joyfully around the square until the sun set and the stars shone overhead.